Today we will talk about my favorite science. The science of each of us. These are 10 interesting facts from the field of psychology. It is better not to tell everyone about your plans and goals for the future, as this lowers your chances of achieving it all. Psychologists have found out that when you tell everyone about your goals, it reduces your level of motivation. This happens because you seem to start bragging about your future achievements, and because of this, it subconsciously seems to you that the goal has already been achieved and you can do nothing more. People who don't talk much. Shyness developed in humans during evolution as one of the ways of survival. Confident and active individuals have always received more food and sexual partners, and shy and neat individuals, respectively, are less. But at the same time, shy individuals, because of their insecurity, constantly kept as far away as possible from all kinds of dangers, especially from predators. It is thanks to their shyness that such individuals manage to survive and pass on their genes to the following generations. Usually people are more willing to buy goods in those stores where polite, friendly sellers work. That is, if you come to some lecture where the lecturer will tell you something important and interesting, but at the same time he will do it monotonously and tediously, then when you remember this lecture, it will seem to you that it was much more fascinating than it actually was. Your brain will add some interesting moments to the memories of this lecture so that it will be easier for you to remember it. Your favorite song is most likely such for you because it is with the song that you associate some pleasant event or time in your life. That is, the decisive role in which song will become your favorite is played not by how good it is from a musical point of view, but by the circumstances in which you heard it and with what or with whom it is associated with you. We all know such people who see the world around them in black. They are constantly dissatisfied with everything and perceive everything extremely negatively. It turns out that it is quite possible that a special gene is to blame for everything. In the light of recent research by geneticists, it turned out that such a gene really exists. People who have it tend to be much more emotional, react to even the most minor troubles. And due to the fact that there are usually a lot of such unpleasant little things, such people constantly see one negative in everything around them. However, usually it is not themselves who suffer from this, but those people who are around them. So if you have such a relative or friend, do not judge him strictly for such pessimism. He just has such genes. 68% of people who use smartphones from time to time experience the so-called phantom vibration syndrome. This is a feeling when they think that the phone is in the pocket or bag vibrates, although in fact this does not happen. The mental illness that leads to the death of the patient with the greatest probability is anorexia. Between 10 and 15% of people suffering from this disorder die. People stop eating, as a result of which they die from exhaustion or related injuries. Crying is useful. These are the conclusions the researchers came to. Crying helps a person cope with stress, since during this process certain chemical processes occur in the brain and the hormonal background changes. Most people feel significant emotional relief after crying. But holding back tears in yourself is just very harmful, especially if this happens often. So do not hesitate to cry, even if you are a huge brutal man. Just find a secluded place where no one will see you. We all know what paranoia is. However, there is a mental state opposite to it. It is called paranoia. This is a fairly rare mental disorder when a person is sure that the whole world and the whole universe in general, they want to help him, and all the people around are just busy trying to make him happy. At first glance, it may seem that there is nothing wrong with such a state because it's just hypertrophied optimism, but in fact it can be dangerous. A person who is constantly confident that not everyone around him wishes him only good can be easily deceived by scammers.